I'm back in Arizona. We're at Hughes Performance picking up the converter for Matt's car. I think we're gonna probably get some other goodies and maybe talk with Johnny a little bit to help us out with this thing, but got a pretty stout 3000 stall they built just for us. So yeah, and say hi to my Uber, Josh. He came to the airport in a Kodiak to pick me up, so we're saving the environment, carpooling. All right.
Side loaded anyway. So we've got a list, generally in priority order, on cardboard. We want to just pick something and start doing it. Right now we're trying to get the trans out. That's a big thing.
Cool.
Because once the trans is out, the next one's in. Then everything else can sort of start happening after that.
Cool. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, literally nothing will go wrong.
So we've just arrived. The car's already a little bit apart since we, well, I flew in this morning. So, yeah, we're just taking out spaghetti wiring, probably fixing the rear end, trans swap, just starting everything. And yeah, it's kind of a profoundly bad idea, but that's never stopped us from having a good time. So, what's going on, Matt?
How are you? I know you're filming.
Oh, good to see you. Perfect. Good to see you. I'm here. We made it.
4L80's coming out first. What's that? That's our 4L60, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that thing was about to be Dextron soup. It was.
Yeah, the fluid did not look good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the training was on its way out.
All right. And I just changed it in that parking lot like 3 weeks ago.
4L60 has exited the chat.
You guys got the lift set in tall guy mode.
Right?
You jiggle it side to side. Oh, that one. Yeah, hold on.
We still have a bell housing bolt somewhere? There are a lot of them.
Way more than's necessary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, they add some of those from the factory just to add weight.
I mean, don't move it.
I know I felt up there that there was no bolt.
Yeah, sometimes the dowel, well, it wouldn't be moving that much if there was a bolt. So it's just stuck on the dowel. You didn't see how loose they were. Well, I guess. Good point.
You know every part of this car rattles, right? Just don't catch it with your teeth, it'll be fine.
Yeah, is it coming out now? Okay.
We got this.
Hey, don't jinx us by asking those kinds of questions.
Run, stretch, run.
It should. That seems like a reasonable promise at this point.
Did you cancel out? All right, we good?
Yeah, yank this 4L60 out.
Okay.
It was on its deathbed anyway.
Looks like lower it slightly.
Ready?
Yep. Just a touch. And I should be able to wiggle it a little more. There's a finger converter. Ooh, that's warm.
Okay.
Okay, and then can we roll it at all? And then down some? And then roll it.
Remember, we still have the wire unplugged in the line.
Yeah.
Use that one.
How's that looking? Can you reach that? Like, is there enough space?
Yeah. Plenty of wire.
Oh yeah.
It looks like there's more room to come down.
We need to get that line out.
And she just popped out.
Everything seems to be clear.
All right, we can go down more, and then we can get the wiring off.
Okay, it's coming down.
We got tons of slack. You can go.
Now you go, keep going.
Nothing's caught up.
Cool.
Oh, beautiful.
All
Where are you
right.
going with this guy?
The dumpster. Just kidding.
Whose car is that?
You're looking at it.
Do it twice.
Step one of a lot.
Yeah, we'll just let that cool.
Oh my gosh.
Drain from the
We got this.
We can cross something off the list already. Trans removal.
We haven't even broken anything getting it off yet.
Trans cooler lines. Are the cooler lines out?
Yeah, all the water's coming out right now.
Great.
Yeah, I know, right?
Trans cooler lines.
Yeah, it's milky.
Excellent. Starter needs to go back.
Things are happening.
Direction. Yeah, that might be it. But exhaust.
If we get the dust buddy out before lunch, we can have that for lunch.
Exhaust.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. we got stuff done. Great. All we have is everything else.
Look at us being productive adults. We're gonna use the rotor as a slide hammer to pull this thing off.
Here, I got you this. This is genius.
Try.
Sweet. So we got one bent axle. Let's see if we can get a new one.
Space Josh is using an end mill. Nice. Just a ton of river silt in there. Delicious.
This is like stage one.
Nice work. Yeah, just getting all the mud out of your car is going to reduce it by like 40 pounds.
Yeah, it
Look at how sanitary our butchery is. It's pretty good. Looks factory.
I'm gonna make my salad out of it.
About time for a break. How's your princess cup treating you?
Happy birthday, Princess.
So it doesn't look like we've done a whole lot, but we've actually clearanced everything. Took out this kind of flooring cross member, clearanced the floor pan, P-clamped the whole fuel system that was just zip tied to the car, and did secure the brake lines a little better too. So we're basically ready to throw the thing in. Got all of our transmission parts back there for the 4L80 that Luis built us. Buddy of ours, Kreative Street Designs on Instagram there. So yeah, just did some sanitation, got our flywheel in, and we're, I think, just about ready to dunk this in for good with some new cooler lines. We can set the thing on the ground and do everything else that a turbo swap entails. Wish us luck. Making full use of the best fabricators we could get.
I think we're good.
Just two men with hammers.
That seems way better.
Still hammering, but we're getting close. Last couple adjustments. I made this. I don't know what it's for. It's part of our exhaust. But yeah, I ran a lathe today. Turned out, you know, good enough for government work, I guess. Let's get this thing in. Well, we're putting 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag. Yeah. And it's all Chevy stuff, so at least we know we won't be servicing it every half hour.
Easily, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's just or we can go here. Down there. Everything gets harder. No filters.
You sure you don't want to go twin turbo?
I am certain.
This way I get my blocks back. You get more live.
World's first LS67 remainder of a Mustang turbo manifold.
Yeah.
That's actually thinned out.
There's a fuse panel way back in against the firewall.
There's stuff everywhere.
Oh man.
You want to see it?
Nope, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna back away slowly.
Here's another bus bar.
Block right here.
This was long overdue.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of remnants of the flood that went through this car. There's like 2/3 of the radiator just packed solid with mud, so probably solved that.
Hang on, Dan, we're gonna pull this up.
Oh,
I'm putting it close.
well, hopefully there's enough room for a turbo manifold in there. We're about to find out.
We're gonna get some in a minute.
Wiring care packages here. Wow. So this is going to be our whole new harness?
The harness is in a box over there. This is the additionals.
Yep. So we can actually sheath this thing correctly and use grommets and
We've got tape.
crimp things. Holy cow.
This is the first test fit to see how much it doesn't fit by. This is scary up on the lip too. It's close to what I was expecting. We're gonna have to chop this strut tower some, but that's okay.
Chop or hammer?
It's actually nah. I don't know if it'll hammer. It's pretty heavy and it's multi-layers thick. So, but yeah, that's gonna work great. We're gonna have all kinds of room for the up pipe. sick, yeah. Big old turbo right here. Dump the wastegate. Man, it's gonna get tight with this engine. Awesome. Great. I'll finish this up. And after the break, we're gonna do boosted burnouts.
That's definitely mine. Dang it!
You left a socket in your own engine?
I don't know how.
It was in his hand. And
Dude, hold that thing up for me.
Pulled it into the intake.
Unbelievable.
Put it back in there.
How many miles have you driven with that socket in your intake?
That would have happened during the flight. Get the intake off to check the air.
We are clearancing that shock tower. Log's pretty much ready to go. I think you're working on that.
Yeah, I just dropped it.
Great. Dropped a big log?
Dropped the log.
Perfect. So,
That was a poop joke.
stay tuned, we've devolved the poop jokes already. All right. So, yeah. Pretty well have our, at least the worst of our clearance issues sorted, and most of our wiring is cleaned up and starting to go in new. So, good progress. I think up next I've got some grounds and stuff to sort in the trunk area. There it is, your hot air turbo placement. So we're gonna have about that much between the turbo and the intake. Don't leave a whole lot of fabricating on that side. I believe we're still gonna run some hot side, obviously for the crossover behind the engine, and then we've got another down tube for the actual exhaust that's probably gonna run through the inner fender and out outside the subframe. But all in all, pretty excellent. We got placement, we're getting things final welded here, and Team Daniel's upstairs working on the new spaghetti harness. So let's go take a look at that. Fun is what it looks like.
This is life spaghetti.
Live spaghetti?
We're gonna think that's spaghetti, and now this is life spaghetti.
You don't even like wiring, but like, does this look complicated to you?
I would say no.
Yeah, it's really simple.
Why is it longer than the car? It's all the way back there.
Because it has to go this way, that way, up, around, down, over, forward, and to the right.
Let's just drill holes through the middle of the car and just run it through the middle.
No, we just patched those holes. Dang it.
No, this looks good.
Why there's so
Pretty-
many holes in the cars in the first place.
Pretty sanitary. Is this one of the harnesses that's actually like labeled?
Fully labeled, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so this is
An easy wiring.
We have a fan. We have a fan.
cool.
Yeah, we have fan wires.
Yeah, we have fan wires.
I have no idea what that means, but
No,
you guys
you
just
don't have to. It's fan.
It's just fan.
It's labeled.
As fan.
Yeah.
okay.
All you
okay.
need to know is it's fan.
Hey,
You have fan power and fan.
if the smoke stays inside the wires and the devices attached to them, I'll be thoroughly impressed.
The blue pixies?
Yeah, the angry pixies.
Or the blue smoke, I'm sorry. The angry pixies and the blue smoke.
Yeah.
It's hard to put back in.
Yeah, as we have learned.
We threw it away, it's gone.
One half of a garbage can full later.
It can't hurt anyone anymore.
All right, so what we're doing here, because we've swapped from a 4L60 to a 4L80, that transmission has 2 speed sensors instead of just 1. We pulled a couple of pins out of this main connector and repinned it. Got a little new connector for that here. We're using these little heat shrink deals that actually have adhesive and a little bit of solder inside them. I thought these were kind of hokey, but apparently these are actually used to fix fighter jets. So they're pretty good stuff, and a lot easier than trying to get right up next to this connector with solder and try not to melt the other wires.
So basically just the heat gun will melt the solder and make the connection?
Yep, yeah, it's all in one, it's sealed, and then we're going to just slide some heat shrink over it, and you'll never know it's in there.
Damn.
Feel okay?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the suspension still fits and clears after we clearanced.
Yep. Getting that washer on is gonna be a pain in the butt.
Well, it's working on an old Mustang.
Yeah.
But we've got our exit for the exhaust, 3-inch all the way down with lots of clearance there. And our manifold is fine, so a couple more patches, some finish welding, and
Right. I use the Milwaukee.
onto the crossover side that I'm working on over here. So we'll just get that to run
Are the best place.
right under our torque converter there. And that will be the extent of it. Taking a quick break. Tool guy's here. I don't know why, we haven't broken anything yet. which is, you know, kind of setting records. Thank goodness for Owen having all these great tools. Honestly, it's making the job a lot easier, having everything we need just right on hand, and, you know, replaceable if we manage to break it. So far, so good. Crossover tube's happening, and I've been trusted to do it, I guess. So we cut off the old manifold. It was actually hitting in here on the steering box. So if you look really carefully, you could probably fit 2 quarters in there now. There's just enough room. I actually cut off this tube we did back when we LS swapped it and cut the flange off. So I'm gonna try to just use a little bit of it. It's about the right shape. Flatten it out, change the angles, and we'll probably try to add an exhaust flange in here so it's easy to uninstall and reinstall. But yeah, what's going on? Should just slip right under that transmission like butter. I'm happy with this. I mean, we didn't get 2 turbos, but you do have 2 mufflers, and
We
one
got
of them
one giant
spins.
turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Plus, if we had 2 turbos, I wouldn't be able to see
Is the
or drive
wastegate
at all.
right there?
No.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally defeats all the functions. So, yeah, we're in. Now it's down to, well, crossover and making some ugly pieces fit.
Yeah. Yeah, crossover and then hot side's basically done, because by the time you're done with crossover, I will be done with wastegate and downpipe.
Ooh. We gonna make the wastegate shoot through the fender?
We're gonna make turbo noises, that's for sure.
That's what we're doing.
Man, that is super sanitary. Getting things mounted up in here, P-clamped. It's all wrapped up in the Loom Wirecare scent, and it's just a basic 21 circuit harness, right?
Yep.
Nothing crazy. Cool. Couple modifications for the LED lights, and we can basically start hooking stuff up. That's awesome. Nice work, guys. Seriously, this is coming along. So all you need is a couple of Daniels.
And 3 Joshes.
And 3 Joshes, if not 4 or 5. We got this. Things are progressing pretty well. Lots and lots and lots more wiring, and the drive shaft fits. First try. Well,
Second try.
well, we didn't have to cut the drive shaft, just the yoke, no biggie. So, pretty impressive those guys got that when we didn't have a yoke for them to measure off. I'm covered in all kinds of hatred, dirt, and grinding dust, but this is the last piece of the hot side I've been fabbing this afternoon. It's going to be about 6 p.m., so we've been working on it a while, but yeah. I'll have to take this thing out, pull the V-bands loose, and start finish welding it once it's in, but this is it. Deburr it. We'll be one step closer to making boost. I think we've got a couple oil lines to run, and they're still working on the new spaghetti harness, but it's hooked up to a lot of lights, getting terminated, so one more day. That's all we got. Do or die time.
Imperial Beach Dad is going to give it the first fire. It's going to start the first time every time.
Otherwise, we lose the shot.
Or we're going to lose the shot. Hit it!